Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, and I'm here with a stitching update. So, welcome to everybody. If you are new here, my name is Shelly, and this is my channel, Proverbs 31:22. So, I welcome you, and I hope that you see something that you like, and if you do, hit the like button, and if you would not mind, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I just got to like 450, so my channel's been like a slow, going up and up, which is fine. I didn't expect hardly anybody to watch this, but it would be great to get to 1,000 so that I can open up some of those YouTube things. But anyway, those who have been with me and are still with me, thanks for coming back and spending some time with me. So, what have I been up to? I don't really have any kind of life update. Nothing really going on. I do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And then our Stitchy group meetup on Thursday. That's really all that I think's going on as far as life goes. So the quilt on the wall behind me, that is a very Coriander Christmas, which was a block of the month with Fat Quarter Shop, and I started working on the 11th block yesterday. You can see just the beginning of it right here. I got it all cut out and then started piecing it, but this is what the block will look like. So this is the packet that I got, and I only had to take this gray fabric out. All the rest of it, I had plenty left from previous blocks, and so those just remain uncut in the bag. This is a sort of a complicated block, or you just have to sort of watch what you're doing because the corners are kind of put together a little differently. But it's not a big deal. I have that design wall right there by my sewing machine, and I just, put the pieces on there whenever I'm working on it. So, okay, so yeah, that's the layout of how it's going to go, but it will have sashing in between, and it's going to be really pretty. Let me see if I can grab the finishing kit. So this finishing kit, you can kind of see what the quilt's going to look like. I just love that the cornerstones, and then the material that makes the little the red sashing is this material right here, which I absolutely love. So that's not something that I'll get done this year, I know that for sure, but I'm just glad to be working on it again. So I'm trying to just spend at least a little bit of time at my machine every day, even though I end up paying for it. Like, if I'm able to accomplish stuff at the machine and around the house, I end up paying for it. I end up having to go lay down on the heating pad and, can't stand the pain in my back. But anyway, who's going to stop me from stitching? I don't know. I just got to get at least a little bit of machine time in every day. So otherwise, cross-stitch wise, I do have a couple of FOs. So I did get finished with my Shabby Advent Calendar number 2. I finished that last night. So cute. I love these so much. And I'm so excited that, like, all I have is number 1 left to do. And, tomorrow I'll get to put out my board and start putting them up. I probably should have brought that in here to show you guys, but I didn't. Here, sticking out on the side there. But anyway, these are on 18 count Natural Star. Natural Star, they call it linen. It is Ada, but it's from Hobby Lobby. And I'm using 2 strands of DMC flosses, some called for, some my own choices. So I got that done. And then I also got my other goal that I talked about on last video done. This is a magazine piece, and I'm drawing a blank on where it was from, and I put my board away. Now that I finished it, I shouldn't have done that until I showed it, but maybe I'll put the text across the screen at the bottom. But anyway, this is Home to Roost. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's so shabby chic and romantic looking. I just absolutely adore it. So this is a 36 count platinum from Zweigart. And I'm using 2 strands on the white and then 1 strand on everything else. And there are some beads right here at the bottom of these. I didn't have what they called for. They called for like sort of like a cream looking bead, and I wanted to do, well, first of all, I didn't want to go buy anything. I wanted to get it done. I didn't want to have to go buy something to finish it. But I also like what I use, because you probably can't see it, but it has a little bit of iridescence to it. A little bit of sparkliness. Not a whole lot, but enough. So the pattern called for Smyrnas right here, and that's what I did, but in the picture in the magazine, it sort of looks like they did eyelets. Because there was a very distinctive hole in the middle of them, so I don't know why it called for Smyrnas on the pattern. I mean, I could have done eyelets, but Smyrnas are so much easier. So anyway, I'm glad to have that done. I do have a frame that I got at a thrift store that I'm thinking about sanding down and using for this. The only thing is that the opening on the frame is a lot bigger than this, so I would have to put some fabric behind it unless I want to mat around it, which I don't think I want to do that. But I don't know what fabric to use behind it, so I have to look and find something that, you know, something that's just sort of soft and subtle. Or I might just look for a regular frame. So that's done, and then I started the next letter in Erica Michael's sampler book. And this is a SAL that I'm doing that's being hosted by Rachel Q Stitches. It's the EMABC SAL. And we're working on letter J. So this is a piece of 28 count Monaco. I think it's Monaco. It's either Monaco or just even weave from Hobby Lobby, but I'm pretty sure it's Monaco, that I hand dyed. And so the block was sort of plain. You know, usually they have like a little picture or something. This was just the word jazz and then music notes. So usually I do 2 colors on the letters. Like there's always one set of letters that's a different color in the pattern. And I usually just do that different and then all the rest of them the same. But since this one was so plain, I wanted to just do a variety of colors for the letters. And I put some of these on this month. I used some of these paint box silks, and I loved stitching with them. And so I just decided to just do a variety of those. And then I have DMC 310 for the black. So I got done. I started it Sunday. And then last night I got done with what you see here. So today's my last day to work on it, and I think I'm in good shape to finish it. So I guess it's supposed to look like it's a photo album with the little tabs in the corner. So I did those in black. And then I did the Jerusalem stitches are right here on the music notes. Those were a little interesting to do, just because it's, I don't know, it's sort of, when you first start doing them, it's like, you know, where you have this long cross up here, you're supposed to not put the one that's on the side of the Jerusalem cross. It's part of that stitch. So you do the longer stitches first, and then you do the little box around it. I don't know if you can see that very well, but let's see if we can get it where it's angled right to see it. Nope. Anyway, it's basically a cross like this and then a box around that cross. So yeah, I'm loving that. And that's all of that I've stitched on. So I did want to say the Home to Roost piece, in November I put 2,056 stitches in that. So I had several days where I did like over 600 stitches in a day in that. That's all I stitched on, of course, but anyway, I was determined to get it finished. So, one shout out that I had, her YouTube name is The Crafty Organizer. The video that I watched of hers yesterday was something about like 10 mistakes you're making in your craft room organization. But she also, I guess, I haven't watched any of her other videos, but it sounds like she covers other organizational things as well, like different, you know, areas of the house. So I thought that was interesting to watch. So definitely check her out. I did subscribe to her channel because I liked her. And I'm always, you know, down for doing more organization. Speaking of that, I really want to try to keep better records. Like, I want to do sort of a year-end recap, but I really didn't keep good records as far as like how many whips I started the year with, and then how many new starts I've done in the year. Now I do have a Excel spreadsheet that I list all of my whips on, and I put, you know, like my goal date, my start date, my finish date, and then my FFO date. So I can sort of sort it and filter it and find the things that I've finished in the year. So I can give you a count on that when I do my recap. But starting in 2022, I really want, you know, to know like how many whips I started with at the beginning of the year, how many new starts I add, and then, you know, of course, what I'm leaving 2022 with on the board. Because I did my mid-year whip parade and it was exactly 50 whips. But I don't know where I stand now. I need to find out. I need to sort of get everything organized so that I can count it going into 2022. The only issue that I foresee is that I am going to be in Louisiana the beginning of the year. We're going down for the holiday, but then I'm staying past the holiday, the Christmas holiday and New Year holiday, just to sort of help my brother do some stuff in my dad's house to get it ready to sell. So I don't know. It's going to be after I get back before I can do that, because I'm definitely not going to bring all of my whips with me to organize. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I did take all of my, like I had that big bag, that big Gingham on the Go bag that I had a bunch of whips that I wasn't actively working on. And since I've taken all of the ones in my tower out of the bags, I was able to fit everything in these 10 drawers. And then I just keep my current whips that I'm working on right now in this little tote. So I don't know how that's going to work for next month, though, because I do have quite a few. I'm participating in the magazine monthly challenge again next month, and I'm doing quite a few new starts, basically because I want to get more targeted in what I'm stitching as far as like the smalls that I want to decorate with. So I'm gonna have quite a few whips in December. So I don't know if they're all gonna fit in this tote. um, we'll see. I don't know. I might have to do them like the 1st through the 15th and then switch them out in the middle of the month. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling really a lot. When I come back to finish this vlog later in the week, probably not until Friday, I will have my total stitch count for the month of November. I was a little bit, I'm a little bit shy of where I was for September and October. It doesn't matter. I'm just, it's just statistics. I don't let it stress me out or anything like that, but I think it's just interesting to know, what you stitched and how much you got put into each thing. It's really kind of mind-boggling when you start counting them. I also have been working on my daughter's hand quilting it, so I've got that I've been working on, and I try to get at least 3 sets of arcs on that every week. And so I have my little hand quilting little tote. This is the road trip case that I made a while back from Noodlehead, and it has this ribbon that you put where you can put your threads. And so I'm doing the arcs on it. There's 6 of them, and I'm doing them in this color order. So, from 1 to 6 this way. So that way I can keep track of which one goes where. Because like these are really close to one another, but they are different. So anyway, I keep that right here on my little cart, which sits right next to my stitching chair. All right, guys, I think I'm going to let you go, and I will see you later in the week. Bye. Hey, guys. So I'm going to finish up this week's video, but I will not be appearing on camera. But I just want to get this done for the week and be able to upload it. If you don't follow me on social media, or you did not see on social media yesterday, I was in a car accident, and so I'm feeling kind of rough today. So I'm still in my nightgown, hair not brushed, no makeup, etc., etc. So everybody's okay. Other than just I'm sore just from the impact. So, but anyway, yeah, that kind of derailed my day yesterday. But this is the little piece that I have gotten from Hobby Lobby to put my Kiori Abatakori Shabby Advent Calendar pieces on. And so I just wanted to show you guys today's. What I'm probably going to have to do is just do a bunch of starting and stopping. Just show you each thing and then stop, because I'm holding the camera on my lap. So not exactly the best setup, but like I said, I just wanted to get this video this week closed out and upload it. So that's day 22. I've been meaning to post these, take pictures and post them on Instagram, but I did not get around to that this week. So we'll see if I get around to it next week. And this is just a previous finish. This is Hands-On Designs Year of Celebration, the December version. I just put that out this morning. Switched it out from the November one to December. So I still have a lot of my fall decorations. Not a lot. I still have all of my fall decorations out. I've put the little countdown to Christmas, and I put my little Santa Claus jar out, but they're sitting right next to my fall. So hopefully my husband can help me tomorrow start decorating for Christmas. I don't know how extensive we'll get. May just be, you know, accessorizing, no tree. But anyway, we'll see. So last night we did have our Stitchy group meetup, and we did a little gift exchange. I also, the mat, one of the sweet ladies in our group, Nina, she brought me that mat just to give me a little gift. It's green on one side and sort of peachy orange on the other. It's from Fig Tree. And then the gift that I pulled the number for was this beautiful hoop. I don't know if this is Liberty of London, but that's what it reminds me of, fabric. But gorgeous little hoop to finish in, and then this little pair of scissors that come in this little case. So we had a nice time just visiting. You know, of course I didn't feel well, but being around my stitchy friends really helped to sort of take my mind off of what had happened. And but by the time I got done, I was like really ready to just like break down, you know. So I did. But we had a good time, and we missed the ones that weren't able to come. And we're looking forward to continuing with our every first Thursday of the month meeting. So I thought I'd show you guys a couple of pieces that I have ready to FFO. I did run out of not sticky board, mat board. I don't use sticky board, but I ran out of mat board. But I did order some from Amazon. They have packs of different sizes, so I measured like the largest piece that I have to finish, and like just in general, not Christmas stuff, but so I got some 16 by 20 packages of sheets of mat board, and I think they're going to be here today, maybe, hopefully. But anyway, no, I think they won't be here until the beginning of next week. I did the no rush shipping. So anyway, I have this piece right here that's from Jardin Privé, the Quaker de Noël. And then I also have this little piece right here. This little frame I got from the Salvation Army store. And I thought that it was, you know, it's blank right here. So it's like the perfect place to stick a piece of stitching. So this little piece right here is like 4 by 4, 4.5 by 4.5, something like that. This is pine needles. They did a Christmas stitch along, a freebie last year. Each day you got a box. And so I did it on some really small count fabric, and so it came out so tiny, but I love it. I think it's so cute. So when I get my sticky board, I'm going to finish both of these, and then even if I don't have anything to mount this on, which I don't know if I do or not, I can still, you know, just display it, rest it on something, standing up on a stand or whatever, until I find a piece to mount it on. So I did meet my goal of getting this finished on the 30th of last month. This is the EMABC sal, the letter J, for Jazz and Jerusalem Cross. And this is the piece that I stitched with Paint Box Silks, and then the black 310 DMC. So when I got done with that, it was still pretty early in the evening. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to stitch on. And sometimes it's really hard to figure out what you want to stitch on when you have so many things to stitch from, you know, choose from. But I did decide to go ahead and put some more threads in this piece, which was my birthday start. This is Midsummer Garden by Vintage Tulip Design. And this is a piece that XJU Design dyed fabric and flosses for, and that is what I'm using to stitch it with. And so I went in and put some of the greenery right here. Got this little flower done. got part of this flower done and then got the pot done. This design really, really does stitch up fast. A lot faster than I thought it would. I don't have the yellow on this flower yet, but that's the only thing that's lacking on that flower. But I love this piece so much. I love the flosses. They're just gorgeous. Let me see if I can grab them real quick. Yeah, here they are. So this is the XJU flosses that, I mean, you don't have to do it in these flosses, but I mean, look at them. They're just gorgeous. And this bag right here is Hands-On Designs pattern. Love my stitching bag. That's one of the very first things that I stitched when I came back to stitching in 2019. I love it. So next up, we had a new month that started, and so I did my new month, new start, which was this beautiful Valentine designs from Brenda Gervais. And I got it all kitted up with the call for colors. I think maybe I didn't have one color and I had to substitute. But I started working on it and I wasn't happy with it. So I'm totally changing the colors. Let's see, there's one more. Well, I think they all show up on the front. They just have a close-up of this one on the back. So I'm stitching this on a 20 count. I want to say it's Lynn Ada, maybe. I want to say it's not just Ada, but I can't remember exactly what it is, and I forgot to go look it up at the place that I ordered it from. Sorry for the camera shaking. So, you can see I tested out the whites, and I wasn't real happy with the way it showed up. So I decided to pull a pink. I'm still not happy. I may go back in and do the white there. I don't know, but when I pulled the pink, it was like, you know what? I really want to do my pinks and purples. And so I'm totally changing the colors up because, you know, those are my colors. And I also have the Valentine House Trio by Waxing Moon Designs. That will be for Valentine's Day when I get those finished. And they are done in shades of, you know, pink and purple. So these are the called for, except for the red. I chose a variegated from Victorian Motto. And so I'm still using, you know, some of these, you know, like for the skin and the arrow and all that kind of stuff. But the main colors are going to be different. So I pulled these out of my stash. And I did her little dress in this jelly roll, which is one that I just got from the cross stitching supplies place that I just ordered from. It's a new place. So I got that. And then the letters on this one, it's, you know, like a love stamp. And so this is what the letters are going to be done in. And then I wanted her little bodice to be sort of just solid, not variegated. And so I was having problems finding the right color. And so I pulled these out of my EM ABC sal and said, yeah, these are perfect. I'll probably use these at other places on the chart as well. I'm missing something that was supposed to be in my bag. I don't know where it is, but so she has, you know, a white, white wings and, you know, white, like, I don't know what you call it, banding right here on her dress. So I was going to use DMC Diamante. Diamant. I don't know what it's called, but it's the ones that come in the little spools. They're fairly new. And I had some. And I started stitching it, and I didn't like it at all. I think maybe I would like it on a slightly, you know, like maybe on a 16 or 14 count. But it just was too stiff and not, it just wasn't conducive to stitching on this 20 count. So I pull those out, and I'll probably just go back in and do them white. I don't know if I'm going to go in and do white on the border, or if I'm going to just find a slightly darker pink to do on the border. But anyway, this is what I've gotten done over the last couple of days. I think I have a goal of getting a third of this chart done the 1st through the 5th of December. So, I haven't stitched it all today, and like sitting up right now filming this, my back is starting to really hurt. So I think I'm going to have to go lay on the heating pad or something. So I don't know if I'm going to stitch it all today, but hopefully I can keep caught up, because I really want to have these finished, by February. So I think that's all I've got for you guys. I don't think I have anything else. I've just been hanging around this morning watching FlossTube, catching up on some ones that I hadn't, I've been lagging behind on. So anyway, I appreciate your prayers, and I will see you guys next week. And I'll actually see you, and you'll see me. Love you guys. Bye.